Okay, and now into the Spring Yard Zone, which is... I have so many stories to talk about with Spring Yard Zone because I think it goes without saying that, myself included, for many of us, this is our favorite level in the game because of this is where we really got to see the Sonic going really fast and being able to ricochet everywhere, bouncing off of everything he sees. But yet at the same time, this is also the most maddening stage for me. And not for the reasons that you think. And I'll explain why. Yeah, well, that's another reason, actually, why the stage is maddening. That you can't dodge getting hit by that shot wall because you're stuck in there. But yeah, this stage is maddening for me because of the fact that when I was in high school, my mom signed me up for piano lessons. And when I went to take my piano lessons, I went to a lady's house to take them. She was very well respected, had a very good reputation for being a good piano teacher, and it wasn't all that bad were the piano lessons that I took. At least it was for a while. But then, about a couple years into doing my piano lessons, the teacher's daughter she always came home at always about the same time that I was taking my lesson, and every single day, without fail, she would play her Sega Genesis, and she always would be playing the original Sonic the Hedgehog, and she would use the stage select sheet to start on this level, and you could hear the game being played really loud, that you could be able to hear while I was trying to learn how to play piano, which was insanely frustrating for me, because it really ruined my ability to focus and to concentrate. Because that was incredibly annoying, that every time I would go to take piano lessons at this lady's house, she would always, her daughter would always be playing Sonic the Hedgehog, and, well, I got the one up. That's the good thing, so, yeah, we'll take the down passage. And so, every week without fail, her daughter comes over, plays this game, starts by playing Spring Yard Zone, and the music in this stage is so freaking addictive. It really is. So we'll get started on Special Stage 5 here, which is not that much different from Stage 4. Because there's a lot of rings, but there's also a long way to go in order to get to the Emerald. Oh. Yeah, I know for a fact that that's a exit gate. Yeah, this stage goes by really quickly. There aren't many spots where you can slow the stage down. Come on. Yeah, actually in practice, this is the stage I struggled on the most. Whoa. Yeah, good thing I got ricocheted in the right direction. And in the direction of the Chaos Emerald. Yeah, so... yeah, once you actually get in here, yeah, Special Stage 5 is actually, when I was in practice, the one I struggled with the most. Which is a stark contrast from Stage 2, which is the one I struggled with the most while trying to record. In fact, I've actually had this happen before. If you get 100 rings in a special stage, that also constitutes as getting extra life. So, continuing on into Spring Yard Zone Act 2. So yeah, when I finally started playing this game for myself, like, I knew I would always, whenever I got here, I would always have the thoughts and memories of the piano teacher's daughter playing this particular stage. And ultimately, it kept going to the point where by the time I got to age 18, I was like, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. I just can't keep doing piano lessons knowing that I'm going to be distracted by the daughter playing Spring Yard Zone and Sonic the Hedgehog every single week without fail. And it's really a shame because I did have an interest in taking piano, and I would like to pick it up again someday. My family still has the piano that we had back when I was growing up and going to high school, so that we could practice when we weren't in piano lessons. But unfortunately, I'm in danger of losing it because I don't have a place in my apartment to put it in, and my mom is thinking about selling it off because she doesn't want to take it with her to her new home in New Brunswick because of the fact that it would cost too much to move it all the way out there. So what I would like to do is move it closer to somewhere I know, whether it be to a member of my family's house or a relative's house or whatever, but I really would hate to lose that piano because I really do want to pick it up again someday. I really would like to be able to start learning piano again and not being under the situation of knowing that Spring Yard Zone's music will forever be embedded in my brain. And yes, I made the jump! Yeah, if you don't make the jump, the goal is beneath you, but I made it in this instance. Yeah, I really would hate to lose that piano because I do want to pick it up again. And yeah, my story was so long it actually covered 2 acts. Which I guess is a good time killer, but it didn't really talk about any of the things that are involved with Spring Yard Zone. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but yeah. So, Special Stage 6. Last special stage. And here, it's really no different than Special Stage 3. It's a big, wide open area, and you gotta do everything you can to try and break through and get the emerald. I probably would say that 3 and 6 are the easiest special stages to get the Chaos Emeralds in, because as you can see, it didn't take much effort to get this last one. So Sonic got them all. There we go. Got all 6 Chaos Emeralds, and on the first try, too, every time. I'm happy for myself after struggling so much trying to get my effort of getting the first 2 Chaos Emeralds on camera. And having to do numerous retakes. But at least we can safely say now with certainty that I got all the Chaos Emeralds, and I will ensure myself of the good ending in this game. So now let's make our way towards the end of Spring Yard Zone, which, yeah, getting back to the music, I've actually put it in videos on YouTube where it has this music and featured, where I put in the comments, this was the song that ruined piano lessons for me. And I've had so many people agree with me on saying that. So yeah, if you ever type, getting a bit too greedy there. If you ever come across YouTube videos with the Spring Yard Zone music, and you're likely gonna see my comments about saying how this song ruined piano lessons for me. That's what I was afraid of. Those crabs, if they stop, there is a chance that they will shoot energy balls at you. It didn't happen until just now, conveniently. There we go. Now, I like this part where you get... Yeah, I want to make sure I make this count as much as possible. Where you get both the invincibility and the speed shoes at the same time. Did I just phase through that guy and not kill him? Wow, I've never had that happen before. I have never had that happen before where I went so fast that I phased through an enemy. That's ridiculous. It's funny, but it's ridiculous. Follow you along. Yeah, unless you've got the experience that I do, it's probably not a good idea for you to chase the spike ball. Especially if you're in Act 1 and 2 and you're trying to get the Chaos Emerald. You're trying to get access to the special stage. That's not a good idea. And something else I haven't even mentioned, you probably noticed that I haven't been using the Spin Dash at all. And that's because in the original Sonic the Hedgehog, they did not have the Spin Dash. It was not introduced until Sonic 2. Which is a bit sad, but you do what you can. So once you see these purple pillars, you know you made it to Eggman. And here, Eggman, for the most part... Okay. And now I phase through the floor. You're not supposed to be able to phase through... You're not supposed to be able to go through the floor, because what he does there is that he grabs spikes to pull up the floor. He'll grab it one block at a time. But he has a weird way of how his programming does it. Because he doesn't do it every single time that Sonic is directly underneath him. He only does it after he completes one full pass of the screen. And for the most part, he stays out of range of Sonic being able to jump on him, so you have to wait until he comes down to you before you make your attack. So, this stage is done, under strange circumstances, and just like in Marble Zone, a whole bunch of pigs and chickens are gonna die by falling into a bottomless pit. I feel so bad for these animals.